Hi, and welcome to another edition of Theories and Thoughts podcast with your hostess, Arnya and
Fancy.
So, hey. um, I almost didn't know who was going to do it, if Fancy was going to be able to be on this week. As you all know, Hurricane Ida did hit Louisiana this earlier this week. She made her debut on Hurricane Katrina's 16th birthday or anniversary.
Yeah.
Our hearts and minds and prayers and everything are for everyone who's been affected. My father's in the hospital. I called the hospital. I had called, I didn't call on Sunday because I knew it was happening and I knew they probably had protocol and I didn't want to just keep calling, bothering, but I called yesterday and the phone was it wasn't ringing. And so I called again and it was ringing. It was just ringing. Then the last time I called, somebody answered and was like, oh, his nurse, she's in another patient's room. She'll call you back. So I stayed up. I kind of was in and out of sleep trying to wait for that phone call, but she never called back. So I called this morning and the lady was like, oh, we're about to switch shifts. Is there anything urgent or specific you want to ask? Well, ma'am, I do appreciate y'all working as hard as y'all are and under these conditions. However, I have not heard anything about my father since Friday or Saturday, and I would like to know what's going on. We have to remember that everybody's under some type of pressure, and it's frustrating. It is very frustrating, and it's frustrating when you don't have what you need and you're trying to get information, and people, they're human as well. And I had to learn that going through the snowstorm here. My mom texted me today and she just said everything is good. Okay. And that's my mom. So that's who she is. My stepmom called me yesterday. She's is on her way here to Dallas. My sister-in-law and them are on their way as well, so that's good. My dad's family, his sisters and siblings, everybody, for the most part, from what I understand, left. My mom's side was still here, but it's still it's very overwhelming because I had an overwhelming week last week. With my dad worsening, my best friend going into the hospital with pneumonia, and then trying to figure things out. Then Ida hitting that weekend.
Yeah.
And the only thing I want to do is lay down. I just want to lay down and be still. My therapist be back on duty next week from maternity leave. I snagged the very first appointment that she had. So that's Tuesday. So, therapy helps. It kind of helps me. You just talk about, I don't know, it's something different about talking to her than talking to everybody, other people and stuff about different things. But yeah, but hey, you experienced it. You experienced Ida firsthand, so yeah.
Well, for me, it wasn't for my household. It wasn't as bad as, or for my area, it wasn't as bad as predicted. But it was like scary, throughout the meantime, because there's so much happening right now. You got the hospitals full here in Louisiana due to COVID, and just well, I think they said not long ago they had said that they had beds, but they didn't have enough people, like for all the people that were coming in. So it was like, I think in some ways for me personally, some of the like watching the news or people texting me, asking if we're okay, that made my anxiety like even more crazy because I just didn't know what to expect. Like I remember during Katrina, I was working at McDonald's, pregnant and working overnight. So like I remember being in there with my crew then and just kind of like thinking back then I paid no mind to it. I hadn't ever really experienced a hurricane, I guess, until Katrina. And then waking up the next day and just kind of seeing how life was different, because we lived in a more rural part then. So like people had to be cutting their homes with the chainsaws, cutting the trees and all that stuff down the roads and stuff. So now I was like really concerned, like even though I know I live within the city, but just wondering how we would be impacted. One thing that I've seen so far, like we went without lights from Sunday night to like Monday evening or afternoon, sometimes like right on 3 or so. And it wasn't long, but it was long because there was no lights, no Wi-Fi, and then our phones weren't working. Something about AT&T. So anybody that had AT&T service, phone wasn't working. So it was just like really just sitting here in the blind. And for the neighborhood that I live in, one thing I was thinking, like, I know they got to get these lights back on or our phones back on or something before it gets dark around here. It's just, it's not just the worst neighborhood, but it can get to be a pretty bad neighborhood. And that was worrying me too. Like you never know as dark as it can get to be. So it was a lot, but we made it through it. I was worried if I was prepared well enough, especially when you're seeing all the stuff in the news. That was one thing. But we did okay. But one thing that I am now worried about is like the gas shortage that's in Baton Rouge. I don't know if it's all over, but the lines are like crazy. Like traffic is they actually have the cars backed into the streets, like just people trying to get into the gas stations. And then I think in Ascension Parish, they said they have no gas, or was it Hammond? They have no gas. And then Ascension Parish, I think is doing pretty bad itself, but that's a little outside of East Baton Rouge Parish. But I'm just wondering, like, I don't know, because we're like on half a tank right now, but between taking my son to work, every day, that's eating up all the gas, and then the traffic is horrible. Like, I guess that's 110 North was like just backed up past all the way like towards Segan. It's going up 10. So it was like really bad today with traffic. And I'm just hoping that tomorrow isn't going to be the same way. Then I'm like, if thinking about if people have to get kids back and forth to school, like traffic has already been bad here with us getting our kids back and forth to school. It's just like we aren't acclimated for it, and now it's like it could be possibly worse. So all of those are my concerns, but I'm just glad and thankful that we did okay, we fared okay, everybody's okay that I know of. And yeah.
Are y'all back in school? Y'all in school this week?
They weren't today, to be honest. I don't even know about tomorrow. I know a lot of the schools are actually saying they're going to be out until after Labor Day. That's what they've been announcing. But Dylan goes to a school that's not exactly considered to be a school of the parish. So I actually have to check with her to see.
Oh, okay. Yeah. A lot of people are trying to get out of New Orleans. I think the saving grace was for New Orleans was where the hurricane went. Katrina went up the mouth of the river, and she went over the lake. So that moved the water that was in the lake out of the lake, which caused them to have to, break the levees, to let some of that water out so it didn't flood other neighborhoods, We know what it is. So that was the difference this time. But this storm did like that storm did the storm that hit Houston a couple of years ago. I can't think of the name of it.
I can't think of it.
A hurricane, but you remember a hurricane hitting Houston?
No, I'm like, was it Gustav?
Was it Gustav?
Did Gustav affect Houston?
Let me see.
I know Gustav affected some, impacted parts of Baton Rouge, but some people were kind of
Harvey.
Harvey? Oh, okay.
So when Hurricane Harvey came through Houston, it wouldn't have been so bad, but it stopped. It stilled. That's what this hurricane did in Louisiana. And it stilled over Houma. And I have a good sister friend who is from Houma. and she couldn't find her dad until today. She had family that's coming here, and I've opened up my place, of course, because I know how that feels to not have, but even before that, I would have. I opened up my place. So some people maybe come tonight or in the morning or tomorrow to stay here at my place. I even post on my page, her PayPal, because she had been paying for hotel rooms for her family since Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Because people had to leave. And that's the thing I wanted to talk about too a little bit. People say, why didn't people evacuate? Sometimes you just don't have the money. And honestly, it's the money. It's a whole emotional situation for you, for your loved ones. This time my dad had to stay. During Katrina, my dad left the day after Katrina. Like Katrina hit that night, my dad left that day before the water rose up, like that morning. And I couldn't get in touch with him. And he was just like, I'm on my way. Only thing I got was a call saying I'm on my way, and I got people with me, and it was like 20 of them in the back of a pickup truck. It was a pickup truck. He had, not one of them ranky dank pickup trucks, but he had a nice pickup, but it was a pickup truck. Girl, I had 20 people at my house.
Wow.
In a 1-bedroom. Now I have a 2-bedroom. And so even now I'm praying, I'm like, God, I want to have a place where people can say, if I get there, I know I have a clean place to lay my head, and I'm starting to think about that. And that's just something that I was talking to somebody this week about. I said, I would like to have a place where people can, when they leave, they don't have to worry about anything. Like I can send them a gas card, like do a collection all year round. And pick up gas cards here and there. And so like at least 5 families.
That'd be nice.
Here's a gas card. Here's your gas card. Here's the number. Use this number at the pump. Fill up your tank. Come on. And you don't have to worry about food, shelter, gas. You just need to relax. Because people have to think about that. They have to think about food. They have to think about housing. They have to think about gas. I sent my cousin money last night. I hit her up. I was like, yes, I was like, do you need anything? And she was like, we paying this hotel bill, but I'm gonna need gas. And I was like, okay, so I sent her $200. I sent my friend some money. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm blessed to be in a position where I can say, here you go. And I'm thankful for that. I thank God for that. But it's a lot. Even with my dad being in the hospital, what if something happens to him? I can't, what if he did expire? I wouldn't be able to give him a proper burial right now. It's just a lot. What if they say, okay, they're ready to release him?
Right.
His house don't have any damage, but they don't have no lights.
How long is your stepmom going to be in town?
I don't know. Me and my stepbrothers text yesterday. I was like, did y'all talk to mom? And they was like, no. That it was sketchy. And so she called me yesterday, and then one of them texted me today and was like, she's on her way to Dallas. And I was like, okay. Because my stepsister that lives here flew to New Orleans on Friday. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's another thing, and I post this on my page, on my Arnya Martin page. A lot of people are like, why didn't people evacuate? Why this, that, and third? When I talked to my stepdad said that the hurricane came too fast. That's what he told me. He was like, the hurricane came too fast. He was like, and then somebody did a breakdown on everything. It was like, Wednesday, we didn't even know this hurricane was coming towards us. It was like Wednesday or Thursday that people started talking about the hurricane.
Yeah. And
you basically had to if you wanted to get out without traffic, you had to leave Thursday.
That would have made sense. I know. I think I started hearing about it Thursday. And it was actually Thursday when I went to Walmart last. And I was like, but I didn't hear about it till after that, like when I started seeing it was going to be serious. So I was just glad that I had been to Walmart and had a few things also coming from Walmart order, because I did not want to go back in another Walmart, because people were like, once they started saying it was a hurricane here, I mean, from what I witnessed just being out, it was a lot of people out, trying to prepare. So I'm not going to say people didn't take it serious or anything, because I think people really did. I'm not saying that's what you're saying, but I'm just saying it seems like people were very concerned. I think they all realized like we have enough going on right now than to be caught up in that as well.
It was a lot. It was definitely a lot. And you're family to me. So not hearing from you, I'm stressed, not hearing from my other blood family and other people that and my friend that I love so dearly, Kim, is a first responder in New Orleans. So not hearing from her, it was a lot. But a communication tower fell into the Mississippi River.
Oh, okay.
AT&T. Is what I understand. So that's what happened. That's what
I wonder, because like my mom had said that she had got a message like AT&T was like, which they be doing a lot of them false messages too or whatever. But it was like they were like giving people some grace days or something, like from maybe from Saturday until the 4th or something. Like, is it to say they knew they weren't going to be able to handle the storm? But I could be wrong,
That could be wrong too.
Well, I'm just saying that could have been something that she just got. Because when she said that, I just instantly thought, okay, well, maybe that is it. They already knew they weren't prepared for the storm. But I hadn't heard that about the tower, but that actually kind of makes more sense in a sense, But it almost seems like the phones went off at a certain time. But I'm not really certain because I went to sleep kind of early. But I just remember like around 11 something, I think they said around 12 something. They were like, other people in my house were saying that they weren't able to use their phones after that.
I'm looking now. I was looking to see if I seen anything that was really news that said it, opposed to people saying that that's what happened.
But it makes sense though. I mean, there was a lot of stuff, just blown.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that like with the billboards and stuff around here.
A lot of stuff. And they're asking people not to come back right now, which I understand. And it was a blessing for Katrina and now Ida that I had a place, in case people. I've been talking to some of my classmates, just kind of checking on them, making sure they're good, different things like that. I don't always just post it on Facebook, but I check on them, just, hey, because 2 of them were like, they don't have nowhere to go. They wouldn't know where to go. I was like, come here. I got a 2-bedroom. Come here. You good. And one of them, when I messaged her, I said, what's going on? And she was like, girl, I was almost about to call you, but the hotel had a room. She said, because her sister lives here, she said her sister don't do dogs. I was like, girl, bring that dog, bring them kids.
Oh my goodness, I don't do dogs either. You a good one. Well, I would have had to have stayed. Sorry.
So it's such a blessing to just be able to be a blessing, and my girlfriend who's from home, she's like, Anya, stop trying to spend money. I said, listen, it's not about spending money. It's about making people not feel like a burden and being able to help. I don't have a lot, but what I do have, I will give, because what? 2 months ago, I was in a hotel and, because this place wasn't ready. And I know firsthand, I knew from Katrina, then I knew firsthand from the snowstorm. And, and I thought about today and I posted it. My dad talked one day after Katrina. He said, well, my generation had Betsy and your generation had Katrina. But, sometimes people talked about Camille as well. But Camille,
my grandmother always talked about Camille. She talked about like how they had to lift like one of my uncles up in the helicopter, like they were on the roofs or whatever, but like he was a baby, how they had to lift him up that way and everything.
That's how my dad, I think they had to be rescued during Betsy. But Camille, if I'm not mistaken, is the one that stopped, turned around, came back, like hit more than once.
Oh, Lauren said,
It's
well,
better than to
it's
receive.
better to give than it is to receive. I mean,
Yes, it is. Yes, it
that's
is.
true, Lauren.
So yeah, you know, now we have Katrina and Ida. Again, the reason why New Orleans didn't get so flooded is really because of how the hurricane hit. It went west. It went west, it didn't go east. Up the Mississippi. When a hurricane comes up the Mississippi, not the Mississippi, the lake, the mouth of the lake, that really, really this, you know, pushes the water into the city. And a lot of people talk about New Orleans because New Orleans is just a bowl. New Orleans is like this, opposed to other areas that's not like this. You know, other areas are not so much like this. It's more flat or what have you. But New Orleans sits as a bowl. So that's why a lot of people are a lot concerned about New Orleans. So that's that. Katrina, 16 years later, it was a lot. Even dealing with that, thinking about that every year. I always know my how many years Katrina is because that's the year my nephew was born. He was born in May. And Katrina hit in August. It was also I was talking to Chloe, and it was really I think it was the first time I met Chloe, my niece, because I hadn't been home. And she came and just got in my arms, and we just been in love ever since. That's my baby. Chloe used to sleep in the bed with me, and I used to read her bedtime story every night. And if I said a word wrong, Tita, that's not what that said. That was this. Okay, baby. She getting honest from her auntie, and I was telling her that. She said, yeah. And we used to just do stuff, you know, me and my baby. So that's that. Thoughts and prayers again is with everybody. I'm so grateful that you're good. I was like, well, we have to still do the show. I was like, when I went through the snowstorm, she had to do it by herself. Although we had a guest that day. I was like, but she had to do it by herself. I'm gonna have to just do it by myself.
I don't even quite recall it.
It was Mo, I think.
Oh, okay. Just you're so right.
And the only reason why I know that is because I just went through all the things. And I was like, I don't remember interviewing her. I was like, Fancy had it, and I checked when it was. That's the only reason I knew. And just now it's like, yeah, you know, the only person. So anyway, thoughts and prayers with everybody. I know Warm the Block is doing some things. Quentin is doing some things. I did speak with him, but we did message a little bit. And there's Gary Chambers. Is that his last name?
I guess. I mean, I know Gary, of Gary Chambers. So yeah, that's the one you're talking about. They ran for state representative. Yeah.
He has a link on his thing if you want to help people, or if you want to just reach out and just ask a family if they need help. I know plenty.
Also, I found these. I'm dropping a link here, but I found these organizations on AccuWeather. So it was like, of course, Red Cross, the Salvation Army, but also Feed the Second Line, the Relief Gang, Global Giving, and World Central Kitchen. So those are some I had never heard of before. So all of those are listed in there if anybody's interested as well.
Relief Gang is Trader Troop from Houston.
Oh, it is? Okay, cool.
So that's that. On with news, I just wanted to make sure we gave enough time to that because people are hurting, and I always feel like it's important for us to show personal things. Well, not how we really feel is not always just business, because that's what we founded this podcast on. We found this podcast on true genuineness, and it'll be so crazy to come on here and just be fake about our emotions. I've been tired, Fancy been tired. We just wore out, for whatever reason. But whenever you're going through all of these different things, it takes a toll on
you. Yeah.
So Candyman debuted this week. Jordan Peele's version of Candyman. First of all, I don't play with Candyman. Okay? I don't play with her Bloody Mary either. Okay, I don't play with the folks because sis right here, she
Oh
is
my
ready.
goodness.
Listen, Javetta, my friend Javetta came and stayed a night with me the other week. Thank God for sister friends. She came because of everything that was going on last week. My heart just being heavy in reference to my dad. And she said, "Let me find out you sleep with the light on." I said, "I sure do."
I hadn't noticed that.
But if somebody's in a room with me, I don't. But yes, yeah, I was going to say you should know I sleep with a light.
I didn't even notice it. Yeah, I'm thinking. I don't remember. Maybe I thought you were just still up or something. No, you had a light out. The light was off last time I remember coming past you.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe not all the time.
No, I sleep with something on.
Oh,
TV
the
or
TV
light.
was on.
The
The
TV.
TV is definitely always on.
As long as the TV's on, that's light. I can't do, and I can't tell y'all my other comfort thing because she talked about me. I'm gonna have to tell you. Well, you probably already know.
I'm starting to think I do. I think I do know, but I don't know. I think I have an idea though.
I'm not ready to talk about it. Talk about it in person, but it's my comfort. It's my comfort. But yes, a light in my comfort. Yes, it's like a blanket, but it ain't no blanket. I don't, because my grandmother, when I was younger, my grandmother used to scare the shit out of us. Like, and let me tell you, that's why I sleep with doors closed. That's one thing, I sleep with doors closed.
Yeah.
All the doors. I sit in here with the door closed. My grandmother used to talk about stuff coming out the closet. So I can't see a door open. I barely, like when I sleep, my closet door is open, but I don't see it open. I'm one of them. My grandmother used to scare the shit out of us about doors open. If the door's shut, that's somebody, like she'll call somebody dead out and say that they walking through the house. Girl, listen,
Okay.
and from the bayou and you hear shit. No. No. And I truly believe I seen a door that was all the way shut open on its own. I don't do spirits. I don't do dead people. No.
Well,
that's it. That's all. Anyway, Candyman.
Yeah.
Candyman, the first female director to debut a film at number 1, Nia DaCosta. Shout out to you, Queen. We see you, little mama. That is a blessing. It is a damn shame that we still having first, as in Black people and Black women.
And she's actually the first Black woman to direct a Marvel movie that's coming up with the Marvels that's coming out in 2022. So she's about to be another first, or is another first as well. But she had been making waves earlier this year too for something. I can't remember what it was, but something else good she had going on in the press. So Nia DaCosta is really a name. Seems like she's becoming a household name. And only who else they said was it? Ava DuVernay was like A Wrinkle in Time came close. Mm-hmm. And then something else they said came close, but I can't remember what it was.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. Lauren said, Lauren, we like the way you spell your name.
Yeah, I do like that.
I was afraid of the dark for a long time. I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm uncomfortable in the dark. That's two different things.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
That is the same thing, ma'am.
Two different things. Afraid and uncomfortable is two different things. Thank you. Anyway, if that's what you're, Laura, it is the same thing. So shout out to her for that. Donda album dropped. Everybody's pissed with Kanye because their verse was left off. Y'all already know that Kanye is a loose cannon. Why y'all playing with him?
Right. And he gonna do what he want to do.
Didn't he change up the songs like a bunch of times? I'm not even a Kanye fan. So
I think he did. Or did he change the name of the album? Something initially a few weeks ago, there was some changes also taking place. Or he was adding on or something. But I checked out the album. I didn't finish it. I had already swore off Kanye. But I can't deny at the same time, like he can be a musical genius when he wants to be. He could just also seem to be kind of I don't want to say an asshole, but just kind of something.
Yeah, so.
He be having some other stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, from what I've heard so far, I heard like one or two tracks I really did like, but it was also some other stuff on there that I heard. I was just kind of like, I don't know what the hell he was doing. But it's a different sound. I'll give it that. You know, a lot of different sounds.
I'm not interested in hearing it. I've never been a fan.
It's like the second track, I think, was the one that first caught my attention as I was just going through. So I'm still gonna finish it, but I don't know. I feel some type of way about even listening to him because I be saying I'm not gonna listen to him, but I don't want to be the only person that don't know what Donda is like, though. You know, I wanted to know.
I'm gonna be okay with it too.
I've been looking for some new music though too.
I know I didn't run this by you, but real quick. So John Murray said that we canceled. Everybody's listening to Donda and celebrating Donda, but we canceled Chrisette Michele and Travis Barker. Not we, them. They canceled Chrisette Michele and Travis Barker. I mean, not Travis Barker, but everybody canceled the woman. They didn't cancel Kanye. They didn't cancel Travis Barker, but they canceled Chrisette Michele because she sung at the inauguration. And
I don't think that's true. Because people cancel. Hell, I canceled Kanye. I just came back. A lot of people cancel Kanye, and a lot of people, like you just said, you're not interested in hearing the album. There are still people out there who are sticking true to that, you know. So I don't feel like it's a black woman versus black man thing. Okay. I think there are a lot of talks now that have me reevaluating cancel culture because I look at it as they talk about it from a mental health aspect. That makes me feel bad because I wouldn't ever want to mess with someone's mental. But at the same time, I'm still undecided because I do feel like it's one way for us as the consumers or the viewers or the watchers or whatever the case may be for us to be able to get our point across, you know, and actually be heard at times when we do counsel people. But you can't just, I do understand it has to be like we need some specifications or some criteria or something of how we start to counsel people, you know, like you got to meet A, B, C, D, and okay, then you counsel, not just boom, you counsel. But and then Chrisette Michele has been making a comeback as well. That's one thing I wanted to mention also. So her story was really sad, but again, I don't feel like she should have done it anyway. That's just me, you know. I feel like it wasn't the best move, you know. But she took that risk. Now she has gone through things, you know, but I'm like, it seems like she's coming back out stronger. I hate that though, like when they talked about she talked about having a miscarriage in her marriage and all of that, you know. But that was just, you know, at least we have second chances. So right now she's getting her second chance.
Definitely. And I never canceled her because I love Chrisette Michele. Again, I'm not a big fan of Kanye. But hey, I'm not a fan of Michael Jackson or Prince either. And people be Stevie. And people be like, what? I mean, I don't listen to their music. But when I'm listening to music, they're not the first people that I'm putting on.
I heard Adore the other day coming back from Atlanta, and I was like thinking about you saying you didn't know that song. I don't even know how it's on Apple Music now. It's by Prince. Girl, I still don't know how you don't know this.
I probably know it. I probably just don't know it by name. But I might, you know, like if I'm sitting in a setting and they playing it, like somebody asked what's my favorite Michael Jackson song, and it's PYT. I wanna love you.
Yeah. I don't know how Michael Jackson songs.
But it's so funny because Jamil Hill, and I haven't been listening to her podcast. I feel so horrible. Jamil Hill at the end of her thing, sometimes she does all the time she does a question and answer, this and that. And she always asks people about the Michael Jackson albums. And I'll be like, I don't know I don't know what's on either album. Like, I don't know.
I don't either.
Thriller. And I'll be like, I don't know. But I know Thriller scared the hell out of me.
Yeah.
I don't try to play with it. And I never was just a Michael Jackson fan. Like, give me some Anita Baker. I am definitely there with Whitney Houston.
I'm neither. I probably know more Michael Jackson and Prince than I know Anita Baker and Whitney Houston.
Really? See,
Yes.
I'm that girl.
I do not.
You put on some Luther. Like I even seen
Luther, okay. But Anita and
honey.
Whitney, I don't know what it was. Just I will skip right over them. God forgive me. Yes.
Girl, I would listen to
That's too slow. That is too slow. Anita Baker just in that piano or something.
Girl,
but now Luther, that's I would listen to him.
Baby, Anita Baker, when Anita Baker comes on with that beat, oh my God, it is over.
Girl, what beat? I'm like, I feel like I'm disrespecting the ancestors or something, but I do not know of any. And then you actually just dance to something. What Anita Baker song can you dance to?
It had a beat.
Girl, bye. Now Whitney Houston want to dance with somebody or something. Like I always love that.
I have Whitney Houston. I want to dance with somebody. Why the name of the song that's by Anita Baker that comes with the beat? It just really slept my mind.
Somebody no sleeping on Anita Baker. Laugh out loud.
Oh, no one in this world, girl with the beat, with the new
okay. I give you that one. I just remember that song. But
let me say this. I learned that my mom really likes Anita Baker, and maybe that's what it is.
When you said it, that's the type of stuff most moms listen to.
My mom loves Anita Baker, and when me and my mom went to Jazz Fest, so that was a moment that we had. And when she started, I was like, oh, I like that song. Oh, like all her songs. I was like, oh, that Chef D, you know, when that beat come on, you already know that beat make every song better. That beat make let me tell you. Girl,
you actually got me wanting to go listen to some Anita Baker songs just so I can see what you're talking about. But yes. Whitney Houston, I always love I will always love you. Those songs, like, you know, those later songs, I really like hers. Those earlier songs, I don't really know.
Girl, let me tell you, Betty, right?
Hold up. Now that's different. Now I love Betty.
But let me tell you,
but Betty and Anita not in the same category.
They're not in, because Betty was her and my other girl with you're that lady's husband. Yes, the beat. He know that beat, baby. When my accent came all the way out. Hold up. But no, seriously. Anita Baker, Whitney Houston. Okay, so fun fact about me. I had never really just sung a solo and was in front of people singing until I was at Peters, my middle school. And the first song I sung was I Always Love You. And my boyfriend at the time, shout out to Terrence Holmes. I was just talking to him because I checked on him this week with the song. And Terrence was like, Terrence, you used to tell everybody I was singing that to you. He was like, yeah. I was like, oh, because I was messing with him about always loving him, you know, like we 40-something now. But dude had a full beard in the junior high. I've been in love with beards, baby. But it's crazy. But yeah, okay. You said Anita have a very powerful voice, and Lauren said, I'm Anita Baker fan. Listen, and like I said, I just became an Anita Baker fan. Maybe it's because of my mother. You know, knowing that she loves Anita Baker, how she loves her. Because my mom was like, Anita Baker is coming to Jazz Fest. You know, Jazz Fest in New Orleans. She was like, Anita Baker is coming to Jazz Fest. We gotta go. I was like, okay, Mom, and we went. Julia says, giving you the best of life. Yes. And
I even kind of like that one a little, but these are just songs I might will play. This would be cleaning up music for real. I think I just couldn't just be.
No, it is cleaning up music. A lot of people say it's cleaning up music. I love it. I would get in the middle of my flow and dance to them. My aunt had on my playlist on Spotify. I have Freddie Jackson. I got everybody. My aunt, shout out to my TD, my TD Eartha. She really, really got me. Like, she used to play them songs all the time. And so I just grew up listening to them because I was around her a lot in my youth. So I'm telling you, girl, in New Orleans, then they go to the ballroom and stuff. I've never heard of a ballroom here in Dallas. But in New Orleans, we got all kinds of ballrooms.
Really? Y'all don't have no ballrooms?
Not in Dallas. I mean, well, let's say this. I don't live in the urban area. I live in the suburban area.
Oh, it might be some.
It might be some across town.
Oh.
But baby, let me tell you something. When I left home to be with my side piece, when they come on, baby, I am done. I am
Fun fact, that song, did I tell you that song was about me?
No.
The person that wrote the song.
Shut up.
Yeah, that's a funny song. Yeah, different life. I've totally grown.
Y'all
they did not fully leave home either. Just for the record.
Wait, Julia said she write early morning cleaning and cooking will be done to this at Mom Duke's house when I was a kid. Yes. I'm glad. Look, we were sitting here all gloomy and look.
Yeah, this has been an interesting episode.
I forgot what was the other news topic.
Dang, how I done forgot too.
Let me say something. This is real, y'all. We be real. And I think my best friend had sent me a message, and that's what made me think about it.
And I'm honestly drawing a blank.
Me too. So if we don't figure it out in the next 2 seconds. Oh, the Instagram model.
Oh, right. Okay. That was when I wasn't.
That was it. Okay, so there was an Instagram model got killed by her sugar daddy, and he killed himself. So shout out to not shout out, but ladies who are Instagram models, please be safe. Yeah, I played too much. Now you forgot the topic. We did. Chef D, this is real life over here, baby.
That's not the same. No, she was an Instagram model. Like the model that had been shot she was a dancer that was shot like 56 times. That's not the same case, is it?
Was it this week?
No. It was this week. Okay, so this just happened. Oh. Okay.
I'm gonna give you her name in 2 seconds. There's yeah, she died. Chef D, you already know how we coming. Don't do that. We are real life over here. We're very professional, but we be real life. Over here. I'm trying to find the story. It was okay. So her name is Houston model Mercedes Moore. She was strangled to death by her in her home by her sugar daddy.
Oh, that's so sad.
So y'all make sure that y'all be safe. I always tell people I don't want you to love me like that. Don't love me like that. Don't love me to the point that you don't want to live without me. I don't love me like that.
I think it's when people become possessive. Excuse me, but there could have been something else to that though.
Yeah.
I see Julia said, I dig this swagger. I'll check y'all out more. Gotta head out. Thanks, ladies. Keep it 100. Thank you, Julius. We appreciate you watching.
Thank you, Julius. We be trying. We be trying around here. Where's this? I'm trying to Okay, so wrap up. I didn't drink all my wine.
Look, I was just thinking I had actually meant to go get some wine, but then I thought about going in the stores and I was just yeah, I just got water. I really wanted some wine tonight.
That was the only wine I had in my refrigerator. I was like, I need something. Well, I have some wine from when I was selling wine, but I meant a bottle. I think it's more of a champagne. I think it's a brut in there. Other than that, I ain't have none. But this was Black Girl Magic Riesling.
Oh, really? What's the name then? The sisters?
The Black Girl Magic wine.
Oh, I thought it was by the McBride sisters. Not by the McBride sisters?
Okay, well, yeah.
I'm asking. I don't know. I interviewed the McBride sisters some years ago. Yeah. Okay, Chef D. He said he got some wine coming for me. Thank you. That would be nice.
What about me? Everybody send everything to Fancy.
I gotta send gotta send you this stuff from Libra.
I know.
It is like I didn't open your bag, and I didn't want to send it off. I was gonna try to send it out. I thought Monday, not knowing how the storm was gonna be, and then I didn't want to try to send it out in the middle of craziness because I want nothing to happen to it. Because it's some nice stuff. Like I love what I got.
I see your stuff, and I see you talking about you be cold. That's why you like your hoodie.
Yes, I'm already ready to put my out. I'm trying to wait, so I said, "I'm gonna wait till you get your stuff so we can take some pictures or something." Then
yes, we have. To.
And then I'll go ahead on and wear my hoodie because I'm so ready to pull that hoodie out now.
We love Libra. Shout out to Libra. Libra has the green and purple ball going on. It will be virtual. I'm gonna get my ticket. It's just $25, y'all.
Yeah, September the 18th, the purple and green gala.
Yes, I'm gonna get my ticket. I don't know yet if I'm gonna be able to make it, but I'm gonna get in here all cute too. Watch. Anyway, so this month today's the last day. So it was this month was Black Business Month. So we chose to honor some Black business women that's out here doing it. Our first one up was Tawana Blassingame of Queen Size Magazine and the Effies. Tawana discussed with us how she wasn't a fashion girl. I thought that was really interesting that she wasn't a fashion girl and how she was like, I have to dive in there if this is gonna be my brand. And for so many ways, I see you do that a lot of times. And even myself, when I was manager of the magazine, I had to dive in there and start trying to figure out something because what's the purpose of having other people doing it? What if they can't do it? You know. So it was that. She has the Effies coming up. Effies. The Effies are virtual as well, and they are coming.
Is it the Effies or is it the Fires?
Okay,
the Fires.
Okay, that's what it is. The Fires.
Just because I remember listening from earlier today.
Yeah, I don't know why I say the Effies, but yeah, it's that one.
Yeah, I think the Effies is something, but just to be on the safe side so people know. And that stands for what?
Full Figure
Industry
Awards.
Yep.
And that would be this month as well. Yeah, we just been discombobulated. That's why I don't have nothing ready today, like thoughts and everything. You have anything you wanted to say about that?
No, that was a good interview. She made me like it was nice interviewing another publisher, and there were some things that I learned and that I think I can learn from her, just like looking at things. So I do need to reach out and just try to stay in touch. And I think the awards is a great idea. And I also was shocked by her not being a fashion girl. And that really made me kind of think, like sometimes we have to immerse ourselves in other subjects in order to get what we need done for our publications. So that's really cool how she was able to do that.
Right. That's true. I wasn't as diverse into Black culture until I came aboard.
Oh, well, okay.
I wasn't. I mean, I was like, okay, yes, let's do this. But now everybody be like, oh, Anya, who, like you even asked me, you was like, who them earrings? Some earrings I had on. You was like, who those earrings by? Because I know, they're probably a Black woman or something like that. I am about supporting Black women. Know that, and that just came from being a part of the culture. But I had to immerse myself in it. Yeah, and them
Fires. No, look, I'm talking about Brent Fires now. I don't know. FFIAS.
They will be November 6th. Y'all can go to their Instagram page. You can check all our outlets that we're listed on to check out that interview. Second up was Miss Tiffany Keaton of Tip Jones Global and On Hers. I've since joined On Hers. I love it. The community is great. She asked me about you. She was like, when Fancy go join? I was like, girl, I don't know. Fancy and so a whole lot of stuff. And what I love is you and I, we come together, but we have our own stuff that we be doing.
Yeah.
And so we can bring all those different things to the table.
Right.
They're doing something that's called there's a lot of accountability. I love that. They celebrate people a lot. I love that. And it's just good to be amongst Black women that's out here doing it and not just talking smack. Not just talking about doing it, but actually doing it. I love it. You and I have talked about that. So many women say they're about empowering, but they're really not empowering. They're just trying to take money. with this I love it. She talks about, she gives grants, different things. We have meetings. We had since I've been apart, they have something called naked, that a naked thing that she did, and it was like you could just be vulnerable. Just be 100% vulnerable. What is it that you're struggling with? And that's another thing that they have on the site. She has on the site as well. You could just be vulnerable and say, I need help on this.
Right.
And somebody's gonna come in and say something, give encouragement or whatever. There's a 12-week year. Have you ever heard of that book?
She mentioned it, but I hadn't heard of it.
I have it down. Well, I have it on one of my my mobile or audio books, but that's what they're doing, encouraging people to get out there and do it. And they actually have accountability. They have the worksheet, all of that. And I think that is so amazing. She always posting grants and opportunities, for you to just build your business up even more. So I love it. I loved it. I love interviewing her, of course. Miss Tip is always great. It's so crazy because I've never met her in person, but we're close. Like, I have her personal number and all of that. And anytime I ask for an interview or anything, she obliges. So for her to be the woman that she is and different things. And if I'm not mistaken, she was on Monique's. Monique had some type of challenge game or whatever back in the day. And I want to say Miss Tip was on there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I can't remember what the name of it was. So you have anything on that?
No, I enjoyed Tip. She was very outspoken, but very real, and I like that. Yeah, that's about it. It was a good interview.
Next up was Miss Nikki the Brand. I learned some about her. Like, she really gave us some. I didn't know that she was she's a counselor or
coordinator.
That was dope. I didn't know that about her. I met her as a model coach and host. And I just love her spirit. Every time we see each other, we have, hey girl, and different things. She discussed why did she decide to go into modeling, even though she had this degree in different things and go that route, some of it. I love how she was like, she wanted to represent and show that all plus size women are not slouchy and dusty and all these different things, that we come with it, honey. And she's 100% herself. And that's something that I love about her. And when you're around other people that's 100% themselves, that allows you to be 100% yourself, I feel. And when I'm talking to you, whenever I'm dealing with you, being in business with you has helped me. I mean, I've always been 100% myself, but be comfortable being 100% myself. Because you can be confident in it, but are you really comfortable in it? And so many times people try to make me feel like, oh, what I'm doing is wrong, what I'm saying is wrong, how loud I am is wrong. But that's one thing I can say about you. You never did that. But that's what people, she's loud and common, or she's big, And I think that Miss Nikki had to deal with some of that too. She discussed just the whole plus size thing. And when you're around other women, again, that are being 100% themselves and accept you as 100% yourself, you shine a lot brighter. So I love that about her.
Yeah, I enjoyed her interview. She has a big personality. She definitely dropped a lot of gems in, and just so much, even as to, I think you were kind of looking at more of the modeling aspect and her, why she decided to model. But there was like a lot of other information that she shared just about her transformation and her growth, her journey, as she has been, just steadily coming into herself with the work that she's doing outside of modeling. So I thought that was really cool. Like, it was kind of almost a spiritual moment with her.
Yes. And she had this energy room too. So that's dope. All right. Bye, Chef D. Thank you for watching. Chef D is one of our other people that's always supporting. Y'all check him out.
Right. Thank you. And also, you can check out his commercial still, guys. We didn't even run our clip today.
I know.
Run our trailer.
We went straight in, so we can do it right after the list. But yes, his commercial is a part of our show on Exposure Network, and he also has a show on the Exposure Network. We like to shout out people who always have our back, who's been consistent with supporting and everything. So he's one of those definitely that we shout out to.
Yeah.
Nadia was kind of our last guest of the month. She had some technical difficulties with her phone. But Nadia is we're on her channel on the Exposure TV network. We're
Right.
on the Wish Your Superpower net channel. And I wanted to get, well, next month we will be talking to people who have helped in our process of the show. And that's why she was kind of the last person, because, we
Right.
have 2 shows and then that's our anniversary and then it's a wind down. So we wanted to have her on the show to just talk about the things that she does. One of the things is she always shouting to Fancy about different opportunities. She's also in the Baton Rouge area. She was still in California when the hurricane came through, right?
You know what? I don't know. That's one person I have not checked on. I've been trying to remember like people to check on, but now that you said it, I do need to check on her. I know that she doesn't live directly in the Baton Rouge area, so for a minute I was like, oh, she seemed like she should have been okay because I didn't hear her area mentioned. But now that you say it, I'm kind of thinking about how the areas go, and I'm like, you know what, you might do need to text her.
Yeah.
Oh, but she said that they were okay because I saw it on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think that people understand or should understand that, you're trying to reach out to everybody, but you can't always reach out to everybody. But feel free to reach out to you. Shit.
Yeah.
Anyway. So Nadia is always a great guest. Sorry that she had technical difficulties, but we did talk about the things that she's doing in the community, how she went from being just a hairstylist to this mogul now that she's doing things. And it's always great. For me, it's always great seeing women doing things, especially Black women, because we get such a hard rep on being welfare moms and ain't doing nothing with our lives and just sitting around twiddling our thumbs when they have so many Black women out here doing it. Okay, honey? That part. Anyway. Yeah.
And so one thing she did want me to mention is the show. So definitely, guys, do check out What's Your Superpower channel on the Exposure TV Network app, as Anya has already said. And that's one thing I know that she wanted to talk about, just as she was trying to message me throughout the show, whatever. But of course, Nadia is like a serial entrepreneur. So not only does she have, and I'm just stating this though, because since she didn't get a chance to do it, but not only does she have the TV channel on the network, but then she also has her own magazine, Power Conversations, and she recently released a new book, Film Affirmations of the Fempreneur. So you all can check that out. And I got my copy. I actually been holding it up, and I totally forgot to bring it over here to my desk. But yeah,
I have it on ebooks.
Oh, okay.
I have it on ebooks. Always trying to support. You want to go ahead and run that trailer now?
All right. So we could go ahead on and say bye and then let it run.
Okay, so we can do that. Tonight I have on my She Got Mad Hustle and a Dope Soul shirt from my website, Miss Things Boutique. As always, huh?
I need to buy several shirts. I just need to actually take the time to go through and pick out which ones I want.
I do the same thing. I be like, oh, I need that shirt. And then my thing. You can find me on Linktree. You can find press and different things that I got going on Linktree. But you can also go to my website, www.ladyceo.com. If you'd like to email me, I am arnya@ladyceo.com. This week we do have the Walk of a Woman that I have partnered in sponsoring, and Theories and Thoughts has sponsored with other women entrepreneur businesses. The premise of Walk of a Woman is to bring a collection of different businesses and everybody in together to just share and network, because every woman is at a different point in their life, in their walk, in this journey that we call woman. And you don't have to do it by yourself. You may need a confidence coach. I'm a confidence coach. You may need someone to help you with a nonprofit. There will be nonprofits. You may need a therapist. We're going to have therapists. You may need somebody who's into, who's a mogul, who's doing mortuary services. We have that as well. On financial planning, we have that as well. We have so many different people that's going to be in the room. It's up to you to come and get what you need out of the room. So that will be this Thursday at 7 p.m. in Frisco, Texas. I did post the flyer on our Theories and Thoughts page. It is, as I said, the Walk of a Woman. I'm trying to find. It will be September 2nd, 7 p.m. at the Omni Hotel Patio Neighborhood Services. That's actually the name of the restaurant. But it's going to be on the patio, 11 Cowboys Way, Frisco, Texas, 75034. And it will be free valet parking. Just come out. We're going to have some appetizers and different things. And we just want you to come get what you need. And this will be every first Thursday. So it's every first Thursday event. Come get, as women, again, we learn to just do things by ourselves and we don't need no help and we can, this, that, and third. But we learned that whenever we partner with another woman, we could grow a little bit faster than just doing it by ourselves. Not saying you're not going to grow by yourself, but it is a lot harder on you. So that's that.
Okay, and you guys can find me everything Swagger Magazine at swagger.net or Swagger Magazine across all social media platforms. And then my link tree is Fancy's Thoughts. And right now we are promoting our Felder Barnes Media Scholarship, which is being awarded to a Southern University mass comm student major. So it's a $500 scholarship. You can apply on the website. You just need to apply and submit your essay. The essay portion is also included right there on the website too. So that is open until September the 25th, if I'm not mistaken. We'll be choosing a winner soon. And what else do I have going on? I don't think I have anything else going on. We are working on our next issue. We did our cover story this summer, so like our photo shoot. So I'm very excited about this because we hadn't shot a cover in a while. So just kind of putting this all together in our own mix. And I'm so proud of my team for how they got their stories in and on time. So now it's just like up to me to get everything else done and work with the graphic designer. So, but if you are interested in advertising in this issue, then of course you can always reach out to us at advertise@swagger.net. And if you are interested in advertising in our Theories and Thoughts Deep Dive talk show, which airs on Exposure TV Network, as we keep saying, then you all can reach us at theoriesandthoughts@ladyceo.com. Now I'm going to go ahead on and play our trailer as we close out. So peace and blessings, and you guys enjoy the trailer.
Ladies, don't get mad. Please don't get upset with me. What? Excuse me? Me? Let me show you.
But for me, that has been my way of leaving a digital footprint.
Maybe she's not saying it wrong. It's just you don't like the tone.
And I know I'm emotional. I'm not going to...
Sorry, not sorry.
And sometimes self-care looks that way.